Welcome to day 110 of our BitClout journey. Again, we don't really have too much news going on. I think everybody's just waiting for the NFTs to release and pin posts to come. We don't know when that's coming, but it seems like it's imminent. Wouldn't you agree, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, NFTs, there's already been people that had sneak peeks of how it works. The GitHub's clearly showing that it's coming soon. Uh, I'm really excited about NFTs, but there's so more to be excited about. There's all kinds of new features that are going to drop probably around NFTs. They're going to start marketing it. And what has me even more excited than what the core team's working on are all the third-party apps and nodes that are coming about. I think we're going to see a wave of new projects that are going to be launching probably over the next, I don't know, 2 to 6 weeks. So stay tuned for a lot of cool projects that I think are going to actually help drive BitClout further than even some of what Core is working on.
Yeah, and then there's Flick app and there's Clout Feed, both constantly upgrading. So, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to. I think today we're going to talk about two things. Number one, we're going to talk about how everybody in the community can kind of help the community grow. And number two, I think we're going to talk about something that I noticed happening since the BitClout Pulse competition launched yesterday. And one of the items in that competition was that if you have the largest amounts, what was it?
The top 100 accounts based on buy volume. So those who buy the most creator coin, it doesn't matter if you sell or not, just the buy volume.
Yeah. So what I found interesting, and I guess I could say a little funny, was that there's several accounts making these huge buy purchases of accounts that have 0% founder rewards and then quickly flipping it and selling it. So it shows as buy volume, even though they're just basically flipping it for their money back. So I thought that was funny. I guess, there's always going to be this gamification of things on BitClout since there are no terms of service, there's no rules. I mean, I guess BitClout Pulse could have had rules in place, but I mean, they're open to, if you want to take part in it and you want to buy and sell real quickly, go for it, I guess. But I think the idea of BitClout Pulse's competition was mainly to get people more involved in BitClout. The idea is that if people are buying and selling coins, it means founder rewards being spread, and then that founder reward can be used by the creator whose creator coins sold to buy other creator coins. And it's kind of like viral spread of money on the platform, so that it's kind of like when a government stimulates the economy. Wouldn't you agree? It's like,
yeah, so
they pump like money into the economy to stimulate.
Pretend you got a refund check of say $2,000, which a lot of people did because of COVID. They got various amounts, but you got $2,000. Most people aren't going to just put that $2,000 in the bank. They're going to take that 2,000 and maybe save 500. Probably in the United States, more people just spend it all, but they might go out and buy a new TV or a new iPhone, and then that money is getting put back into the economy.
Yeah, or they go out to the local restaurant and have a meal, and then the mom and pop shops, the mom and pop restaurants earn more money, and they're not putting it in the bank either. They're going to go out and spend it elsewhere. So it's like this viral stimulating effect. And I think that's the whole idea behind the BitClout Pulse competition, is they want this viral stimulation to occur on BitClout, where people start trading creator coins more active than they have been, since there has been such a lull recently. But I think everyone can kind of help the community, not just from the financial standpoint where you buy and sell creator coins to stimulate things, but just interacting with others on the platform is stimulating in and of itself. Because if you're a new poster and you come to the platform, you're making posts, but nobody's replying to them, nobody's giving you diamonds, nobody's buying your coin, nobody's liking your post, replying to your post, you're going to get bored. I mean, why are you going to post if there's no interaction? So I think what everybody on this platform should do is go out and just interact with other posts. Check out the global feed, but not just the global feed. Use apps like Clout Feed, where you can sort all the posts and view all recent posts, and just interact with people. Interact with people who don't have followers. Follow some interesting people that don't have followers yet or have very few followers. And you'll see that it actually comes back on you. If you're getting diamonds out to people, those people are going to get a notification that you gave them a diamond. which means that they're going to check your profile out and probably interact with you and maybe follow you or buy your coin.
Yeah, and I think it's important to say, don't just go out and just like spam and act like you're a bot and like give like one word comments and just one dime in a whole bunch of posts. Just actually add value, contribute, and I think it will come back on you. I mean, like take our account for an example. Like I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but we have 12,000 plus followers. I think we're like the third most followed account behind like Elon Musk and Craig and maybe one other person, Diamond Hands probably. So what we do is we find new accounts and we interact with them and we try to make them feel welcome and we welcome them. And I think everybody should be doing that, finding new people and welcoming them and contributing to their posts and giving them diamonds if they like what they're doing. And ultimately, it's going to come back and you're going to build your presence as well.
Yeah, I think it's just everything's going to be kind of viral because you spread love, you're going to get love back as far as the platform goes. And I think people get bored, and when they get bored, they kind of crawl up into a ball and stop doing stuff themselves, which would lead to other people becoming more bored. So I think everybody has a responsibility, if you want to see BitClout succeed, to go out there and just take part in the community.
Yeah, like if you say you join like some social club and you went to their first event and it was at some bar and nobody talked to you, nobody would engage with you, you probably wouldn't keep going to these events if you thought that was going to keep happening. But if you went and everybody like clamored around you and wanted to talk to you and share with you what they're working on and hear what you're saying, then you're going to be excited and want to keep going. So I think it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, and I think once NFTs come onto the platform, it's going to be like a flame that ignites the fire again. It's just like when stuff slows down, people kind of get slower themselves. I think once NFTs come on the platform, we start seeing NFTs being minted on the platform, and we see artists who are known outside of BitClout on other NFT platforms or celebrities even, who come on to mint NFTs, it's going to bring more people on, and people are going to get excited because money's going to start flowing again, and people are going to start following people even more, and you're just going to see more interaction. People are going to buy NFT artist coins and then help those artists promote themselves because they want to see that coin value go up, since NFTs are actually going to increase the value of the artist when they sell. So I think there's a lot to look forward to, but in the meantime, just take part in the community. I think that's a good place to leave off, unless you have.
But I just want to just add, I think we saw the same thing with diamonds. Like it created a surge of interest and people started interacting more. So I think we could see that with NFTs, but at the same time, I think it's important that we keep the flame burning, because the NFT flame will also burn out if other exciting things aren't happening.
All right, and I think that's a great place to leave off. Thanks again, and talk to you guys tomorrow.